So I remember coming out after my first chemotherapy, and Dr. McKinnell was walking in the hallway. And I was like, "Hey, McKinnell, I'm feeling great." And he was like, "Well, get ready. It's only been an hour." And so I was like, "I'm feeling good, so I'm going to go get some chili cheese fries down in the cafeteria." Worst decision I've ever made. Hands down, worst decision. I have not had chili cheese fries in over 8 years because of that. Freshman year of high school, I moved in with my grandparents after being moved from home to home and living in a very abusive environment. And I remember starting high school, and I thought, this is a chance just to be normal. I don't have to worry about where my next meal is going to come from. I didn't have to worry about if I was going to be taken out of school and moved into a new home and live with a new family. I thought this was a chance just to be normal. I thought I was going to be able to start playing varsity sports and start getting really involved in high school. And a few weeks after that, it started in PE class, and I was the pitcher. I was rolling the kickball, and the guy I remember just hitting the ball, and it goes shooting across straight into my knee and hits, and I drop to the ground. And right from there, I just remember started crying, and I was in so much pain, and I couldn't figure out why was I crying from getting hit by a kickball. And a week after that, I went into the oncology clinic, and I met Dr. Winter. And I remember him sitting me down and he brought my grandparents in the room, and he said, "Kyle, the tests were right. You have cancer." And I remember just being scared, but I knew I had something inside of me, just an energy saying, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And, I'm going to fight. I'm going to keep on fighting. This is, I kept thinking to myself, what? It's not the hardest thing I've been through. It's not the hardest words I've ever heard. But I was very blessed that I responded really well to the chemotherapy, even though they predicted I wouldn't. And so when they removed my femur, my knee, and my tibia, that hurt a lot because I knew I was never going to be able to play baseball again. I knew I was going to never be able to run long distances ever again, and that really hurt. I have a deep love for kids that go through these things. I never want to see another kid ever go through what I went through. I just want to be that friend and just be that support system they need because, during cancer, I met some amazing kids. These kids were the warriors. When I went to battle against cancer, I found my warrior brothers and sisters. So instead of sitting back and being depressed, I continued on being an advocate and hanging out with the kids at the hospital because those are my friends. I stopped caring about the superficial life that my friends were living in school. I stopped caring if I'll never be able to play varsity sports again, and I started caring about the things I can do and the opportunities I will have. I've had the opportunity to meet so many awesome people that truly matter and the ones that will always be in my life forever.